If you like crawling around the map, these modules will help. Stick around. Old Man Grognard here, and I've got a series of modules. I kind of hesitate to call these modules, but they fall under the category of modules, so there you are. If you like sandbox, you like crawling around hexes, you're going to love these. This is from Fraud God Games, and it is Hex Crawl Chronicles. Now, these were released between 2011 and 2013. There's 7 of them, and they're pretty good. What they are is just what it says. It's Hex Crawl. It's a section of their world with a map, and they outline, about 50 to 100 hexes. And the hexes they do talk about are really gold, because they give you just enough to work with that you can actually build a campaign around this. If you guys don't just want to crawl around, they could start somewhere and then end up like on the other side of the map, or some other map, because like I said, there's 7 of them. This is what they look like inside. Oh, by the way, these are by John Stater, and I'll tell you about how to get them in a minute. But here's something of what they look like. Every hex they decide to put an encounter on is keyed. They also give you a map. Now these come in physical and PDF. I'm kind of pushing towards the PDF this time, and I'll tell you later, because there is a concern. But other than that, this stuff is, oh my God, there's a lot of stuff in here. It gives you a great start for, like I said, a campaign or just an encounter. If you just want to do an encounter and you just want to go on they just want to go on their way, fine, let them. But as you can see, it's really easy to read. And if there's a monster or any other feature in that hex, they'll give you the stats right there, right then and there. And they have the occasional map if it's like this hex hosts this dungeon or ruins or temple or whatever, and they'll give you the map for it. Not always. If it's just like, here's a temple, here's a ruin, this is this, that, and the other thing, they'll give you whatever's going on and leave you to do the map. And, fill up the rooms or whatever. But occasionally you will get a map like this, if it's important. Each of them, some of them have a theme. And like I said, here's some more. And some of them have a theme. I've only read through a couple of these. See, I got 6 of the 7 right here. And they all look the same except for the title on the bottom. And they're about 20 to 30 pages, so they're not real big. But here's an example. I was going to read you an example here of one of the hexes, and here's a couple of hexes, just to let you know. Hex 0406. There's a tall gray tower here in the woods. The interior is painted in a black and white checker pattern, like a chessboard. A giant spider called Glom lives in the tower and challenges visitors to games of chess using zombie pieces. Her wager is simple: a person's life against a pair of slippers that allow one to spider climb. It's a poor wager, for the slippers wear out after a month. Glom has complete control over the zombies, and it gives you the stats for Glom, the giant spider, and the zombies. Or you can just, there'll be whole towns in here sometimes. Here's a simple one. 0509. There is a grove of elven moon trees here, tended by a druid called Wolfwin and guarded by a dozen elven archers. And here's the stats for Wolfwin and the elves. And like I said, they give you just enough description and what's going on for you to take it from there. It's basically take it from there. And that to me is gold. That to me is gold to a DM, or the game master, whatever. They also put in new spells, or if they have new monsters, usually they get them from one of their other books or their common knowledge, or usually one of their new other books. And it's just a great value. It's been out for a while. I got mine through a third party because I don't believe these are in print like this anymore, or they're hard to find. I don't know what Frog God Games stance on that, but to get them, these are $5 a piece on the Frog God Games or RPG Now or Drive Through RPG website. $5 right there. That's a lot for $5. And they come in either Swords and Wizardry or Pathfinder versions. Now, the reason I said I'm leaning towards the PDF is because some of these modules with the map here, that's really hard to read as far as like which hex numbers are there in black and white. Because like the first one I picked up, the first one I picked up, Valley of the Hawks, it had this, it had that map I showed you only in black and white. And that is really, really hard to read, especially for my old eyes. Some of them, they made them bigger like that, but the PDF, you know, if you can get them in color, that'd be great because they're a little easier to read. I don't know why they did them that way, but there you are. You know, I can struggle through that. I've got PDFs, so I can struggle through that. Like I said, they're $4.99 each through Drive-Through or RPG, or Drive-Through RPG Now or the Frog God website. I love these things. These came out, like I said, 2011, 2013. At the time, I saw them at my first North Texas RPG Con. They were $10 a piece, which is why I didn't buy them. It came out with a couple other series. The other one's called the other one I can think of is One Night Stands, which are basically one shots for one night's worth of gaming. And they're also a series with, as you know, as I said, with Swords and Wizardry and Pathfinder versions. So why don't you go out and get those? They're by Frog God Games, Hex Crawl Chronicles, and you can look for the titles are Valley of the Hawks, The Winter Woods, Beyond the Black Water, The Shattered Empire, The Pirate Coast, The Troll Hills, and The Golden Meadows. The Golden Meadows is the only one I don't have physically, but you know, go out and get those, and all of them have a theme. You know, each of them have, like the Valley of the Hawks. That's the section they show you. Valley of the Hawks. Like the second, I'm going through the second one right now, the Winter Woods, and it's all about this one area with woods that, like, the Queen of the White Winter, or whatever what do they call it? They call her the Queen of the Winter Winds, who are trying to take over that area and make winter all the time, and people are fighting back. That's the basic overarching theme of the whole thing. You'll get little bits and pieces of that as you read the hexes. And there's like, they describe it through the books, they describe about 50 to 100 hexes. So you got a lot of stuff to play around with. And I thought, oh man, that's a lot. But then I looked at the map, I'm going, no, it's not. Because there's a lot, there are a lot of hexes. So you can get away with describing that many. This is almost throwback to the old Judges Guild, the way they used to do their hex crawls. Hex crawls are fun anyway, you know. I like to be put on the spot once in a while as a DM. So anyway, all right. Hex Crawl Chronicles, go get them. Tell me about them at oldmangrognard@gmail.com. Until next time, bye-bye.